Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and it is all Greek to me, except for when it's Roman. Right, so I've got a whole bunch of ancients here to look at, but I'm going to start with one that is really unusual and a very, very scarce piece. And it's the type of thing that it's hard to fully recognize sometimes the scarcity and value of something because, this is such a unattractive coin compared to the other coins that I'm about to show you, but it's also probably the most expensive. This is of Augustus, and it's a AE20. You'll see that on the label. That means it's 20 millimeters, and it's a bronze coin. The reverse has Gaius and Lucius Caesar. So the obverse has Augustus. Gaius and Lucius were his kids. Fine grade, strike and surface quality. They mention also that it has scratches. Overall, I'm not 100% sure the value of this coin. It is over $1,000 in my opinion, but I got to figure out exactly how much it could be worth. You see the scratches across the face there, but it's just super, super rare. Almost all of the better coins that I've seen with Augustus on them are better, nicer looking ones, I should say, are silver. And so the bronze is technically a really, really rare coin. And you can see, I just imagine what these were looked like, some of the ones that were first struck. They probably made some that were kind of presentation pieces for Caesar. And those pieces are probably really stunning. Really stunning. So in the meantime, we're going to get over to Sicily. And we're going to find this obverse here, which it's actually an eagle. Now, at a distance, it looks like a duck, but once you look closer, you can see the sharpness of the beak, and you can see that you can see the lettering on there still. You can even see the legs and whatnot pretty nicely. And then the reverse has a crab, and it's really cool. You can see this coin just has a lot of character to it. And this is a coin that's probably in the $300 range. Sicily, 500 to 470 BC, a half drachma. Oh, did I do that wrong? Double drachma? Yeah, double drachma. Half is hemi. So this one here is 8 grams. Drachma is like 4 grams. They call it a very fine, once again, with a strike of 4.5 and a surface of 2.5. The surface quality on there is a little bit rough. It looks like it's been dug up from some point in time. Next, we're moving over to Cilicia, Tarsus, and the female head, which is really lovely. When I see this head, though, I almost always think of Rhodes. I think that it's a different coin. Pretty bold face. She's got the Mike Tyson nose going on there, but those eyes are pretty bold. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Oh, look at that. Really nice. A really nice reverse on here design. Look at the helmet quality on that coin and the beard. Pretty neat piece. So this is roughly 300 to 380, 374 BC. A silver stater. They called it a very fine with a strike of 4 and a surface quality of 2. Take again a look at that, and this is also a coin that's probably a $350 to $400 coin. Pretty neat looking piece. All right, next up, some of my favorite coins, Electrum, and I like to call them El Hectes, but the EL stands for Electrum. Hecte is the denomination. They're about 2.5 grams of gold mixed with silver. And you have this one's really cool because the design elements on one side is incuse, and this is a lion's head facing to the left. There you go. How cool is that? It's incuse, which is fun. And so what's really cool about these coins is they're relatively inexpensive. This is about a $400 coin or so. They call this a very fine with a good strike and surface quality of 4.5 each. You got the ram in there. A lot of these are from the island of Lesbos. Mytilene. Look at that, 521 to 478 BC. So cool. I just think about the coins that people buy and they spend money on when they could own one of these instead. It's really interesting when you start putting value on coins and trying to figure out, what you would buy, which you would rather have for $400, a common date GSA or one of these guys. And for me, as the collector in me just says I'd much rather have one of these. This one's really cool also because it has the face itself is an incuse on the back. It is punched in. Technically, the overall design is still raised, but it still uses that punching method on this side versus the raised method on this side. Also, Island of Lesbos. Also, this one is 454 to 427. They're calling this one a choice fine. Grade-wise, VF to fine to VF, these two coins look pretty comparable in my opinion. Another Hecte, Electrum Hecte. The obverse Action in the reverse is a facing Gorgon. So the Gorgon is what we would call Medusa. We used to call him Medusa. Anytime they had this face on here, you'll see these faces that are unattractive and usually with a lot of hair. We think of the snakes all the time, but a lot of times there was no snake. A lot of times it was just a certain image that was designed to be horrifying. Once again, just a really cool coin in that $400 to $500 range. All right, who likes horses? Here we go. I had a customer once who only collected coins with horses. Now, I don't know if they'd want an ancient silver stater from 400 BC or not, but this is a great looking coin, a big silver coin. It looks like a little bit of some smoothing, some scratches there in the field. It's not a high grade, well worn, but then you look at this reverse design here. That's where it's all Greek to me, but you look at that reverse design, and I'm pretty sure those are bunches of grapes on the vine. Probably really important in that region, growing grapes, making wine. You see a horse, a horse rearing and the grape arbor. They'd call this coin a fine with a good strike, but the surface quality is a little bit lower. And beautiful coin. Also something that's going to be in that $300 to $400 range, $350. On a lot of these staters, you'll see something in that price range. So this one, Sicily, Syracuse, this one of the things I want to point out for the overall knowledge base is I can see right away what they call smoothing, which is when those surfaces have been smoothed out using some type of a metal device. Lots of times they leave these bigger lines, but they're trying to get a consistency to the surface of the coin and trying to make the portrait stand out higher or taller. The portrait on here was already pretty nice. It's kind of a shame that they did that to it. And then this has the Pegasus. One of the things that's cool about this coin, though, is I really like that little bit of blue tone we got going on here. Pegasus, beautiful design, and just a lovely, lovely coin. It's actually, about $350 on this coin. Without the smoothing, it would probably be a $500 coin. It's really still in high grade. They call it an extra fine. And, the obverse has Athena on it, and the reverse has Pegasus, and the Triskelies, I'm going to say it differently every time, but that's what the little three legs there. The Isle of Man, the country that is the Isle of Man, has that on all their coins. And just a lovely, lovely coin, artistically speaking. All right, looks like I got another one here for you. A little bit harder to see what's going on this guy. It is a rider on a horse that is rearing up. And then on the reverse, you have just the horse. And you'll notice that on this coin here, it just has the grade of extra fine. It doesn't have any of the extra information on it. Thessaly Trica, a hemidrachm, and that is a half of a drachma. And so this is going to be a coin. The reason this stuff's not on here is because when you send it in to get certified, it's a little less expensive to send it in this way than it is to send it in and get all the detailed grades. So you have people that just send it in one way. All right, and this is a coin that's about a $150 coin. Real pretty silver coin. And let me see if we have any bonus content for you today. Bonus content. Who is this guy? We're going to go Roman on you really quick. This is a Roman imperial coin of Sulla from 79 BC. The imperial issues, there's guys who only collect the imperial issues, and they all have a very similar look and feel to them, just the way that the lettering has this interesting script look to it. And you can see the name on there. And then on the reverse, this design, check that out. You can see his head's kind of cut off of the coin. You had to really strike these perfectly, and you can see a little bit of that original mint luster to it. But you can see the horses drawing the carriage. What a cool design on this this denarius. Roma Sola in Quadriga, and then you got to just learn all these different Roman and Greek terms to be able to collect these. But it's such a fun series. It's such a fun. Ancient coins are so much fun. That's enough. I can stop talking now. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been TheCoinGeek. You can leave your comments down below. And please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thanks.